growing my business, growing my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to disclose the exact formula, the exact exercise I used to create all of this big change within a year, how it feels natural to me now to have it. By creating a feeling state, by using my imagination, by creating a feeling state and then impressing the subconscious mind as I went to sleep. One time. I only had to land it one time, but I had to gather the feeling state. Once I had accomplished this feeling state and fell asleep with it, it happened. It was done. I lost my own free will at that point, because once you wish for something, once you imagine a feeling state and you fall asleep with it, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Doesn't matter if you don't want it anymore. You're going to get it. Just like my grandfather said, you're going to get it. If you fall asleep counting $100 bills as you're going to sleep, $100,000 of $100 bills, you're going to get it. Doesn't matter if you change your mind after you impress the subconscious mind. You're going to change. Your personality, your conception of self is going to change. Your world is going to change and bring you that money. You're going to get it, and it's going to be natural to you to have $100,000 in cash. Something's going to happen to lead you to that event. But in this video today, I'm going to break down my formula, which is actually very simple. It's a very simple formula that I did to create this feeling state of having a successful corporation, a business, a YouTube channel, that everyone wants to be able to create this. Everyone wants to be able to create success, happiness, wealth, good relationships, a good career, a good physique, and I have done this. I am living proof. All right, guys, so the first step here for me was to have a controlled imagination. Having a controlled imagination is the first step to creating anything that you want into your life. You have to be able to slow the mind down, slow time down, and create a feeling state. However you're going to do it, whatever technique that you want to use, you're creating a feeling state. The feeling is the secret, and then you impress the subconscious mind with this feeling state. So controlled imagination was the first thing that I went after. All the different techniques I share on this channel, everything that I've done, everything I've shared with you, that is what I had to do in order to create this facility in my mind to where I can focus on one thing in my imagination. That way I'm not going in and out of my imaginal scenes or my affirmations or my scripting. I'm staying focused on that feeling state as I'm falling asleep. That's the most important, to capture the feeling state from consciousness into the drift and into the subconscious realm, your subconscious lover. That is the first step. But if you are having issues with your imagination, with your focus, the ability to capture the feeling and drift into the subconscious mind without drifting in and out of your emotional states or your feeling states, then you need to start meditating. You need to start getting a hold of your mind, a hold of your focus by doing different exercises that I do share in Neville book, which is the link in the description below. I have 8 different courses for $2 for the subscription. It's $1.99 for 8 different unique courses that will develop the muscle of the mind to be able to do this, because this is the first step and probably the most important step, because once you get this down and your ability to focus is through the roof and you're able to capture this feeling, you can create anything you want into your life. So this is the key. So if you find that your focus is not where it needs to be, check out those courses. We do the leaf exercise, the reverse course. We have several courses for basically free. So go to the link in the description below. All right, guys, so we'll move right into the second step, my own formula that I use myself to create my business, my corporation, and my YouTube channel. I have a very focused imagination, so I have developed my mind with those exercises, the exercises and the courses that I offer. I have done all of those. I even allocated an entire year to doing those every single day, those exercises every single day. So this exercise only took me 3 nights to land it. Okay, so I prepared myself. I took about 5 to 10 minutes before I went to sleep, and I imagined in my own mind, I imagined 2 of my friends, just like Neville Goddard's formula to create the $3 million. It's exactly the same technique. I created a scene in my mind where I just contemplated the scene. I didn't really create and visualize it. I just focused on hearing my friends' voices, the 2 friends that I had used that were congratulating me on my success and my wealth and my success with my corporation, my business, my YouTube channel. They're telling me they can't believe it. You did it. It's exactly what I offer in my meditations. It's the exact same scene of hearing. And I heard it over and over in my mind until I actually heard it. I heard it until I heard it, and then I impressed myself with this feeling state. I was so deeply absorbed in this feeling state and captured this feeling while I was imagining my two friends. But it was the hearing of the voices is what created the feeling state, the hearing of it. And I'm listening attentively to their voices telling me these things, and I'm absorbing myself in the relief that it's already done, that I already have these things, that I already did this. And now that I have this, what am I going to do next? And then I just created, and only did this for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I created this feeling state, and then I impressed it into the subconscious mind. And I didn't even get really specific with what I was having my friends tell me, what I was listening to. It was just that I was successful. It was that I was wealthy now. I was rich now. I had done it. You had done. I was hearing the "you are" affirmations to me. They were being spoken to me. You are this. You are that. You are this. And it's being spoken to me from an outside source, but I'm in the scene, like contemplating the scene, not really focusing on the visualization of creating this, this, and this, and this, but just hearing the voices and allowing myself to be impressed by this, because that is the assumption of it, that it's already done. And that's the feeling state that I was gathering. So I slowed time down and I created these voices, and then I absorbed myself in that feeling state, and then I impressed the subconscious mind. And it was very, very powerful, which I was able to focus on this feeling state very quickly because I have that ability to isolate my mind and focus, and I have a controlled imagination. So I was able to hear these voices and make it real to me. And that's all you have to do to create anything that you want in your life. All right, guys, so now we're going to move to step 3. Step 3 is when you will actually know when you don't have to impress the subconscious mind anymore. You don't have to do the exercises as you're going to sleep anymore. What happened to me is the 4th day, after the 3rd night of impressing the subconscious mind with this, I woke up in the morning and I felt content. I felt at peace. I woke up in the morning and I felt at peace, like something almost had taken control of me and like put their arm over me and was telling me that it is complete now. And then I no longer had this attachment as if it was separate from me. I felt that it was natural to me to have a successful business, to have a successful corporation, to have 125,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is I woke up and this was a natural state to me. And at this point, I was only at about 40,000 subscribers, because before that, I had created a visualization to get 35,000 subscribers. I visualized it and created a video in my mind. I actually did a whole visualization on this to create my first 35,000 subscribers within 10 weeks. But after that, I stopped. But when I hit the 40,000, then I had visualized, or I started this new technique. And this is what happened when I truly just knew that I had impressed the subconscious mind and I no longer had to do it. Is I was no longer wasting my time. I was no longer sitting and idle and not doing anything. I was constantly trying to develop my mind, trying to grow my business. And it was in a natural state to me. And I noticed that doors were just opening freely to me. Like there was constantly doors just opening, people coming to me, me picking up the phone, me making videos was just an effortless thing where it was natural to me. And a lot of people were interacting with me. A lot of people were enjoying my videos. I was getting great ideas for content. I was connecting with people. I was connected to all of my viewers. I was making videos and I would get 100 comments where people would say, this is exact video that I was just thinking about that I needed, or this is exactly what I've been looking for. I was connected through the law of thought transmission to where I was creating content that everybody was imagining to help them get to the next level. These doors were open automatically. The invisible power was working within me. And that's what happens when you impress the subconscious mind with having something or being successful at something. These doors will open and you will have invisible power to create it, and it will be natural to you. You will be in a natural state of creating and getting exactly what you have felt and impressed into the subconscious mind. So it does not matter what you want to create. All you have to do is hear hear two friends or family members, just like Neville Goddard taught my grandfather in the back of the Wilshire Ebel Theater, of all my meditations. This is why I use this technique. This is why I created my meditations, where I have two of your friends or two of your family members congratulating you, and you getting emotional, the feeling of relief, feeling now that you are successful. And what that will do is create a feeling state. And when you impress it in the subconscious mind, you will be controlled then by this invisible power, and it will lead you to being successful. There's no other way about it. Once you have impressed the subconscious mind with you being successful, it doesn't matter if you wake up the next day and you don't want it anymore. You are going to be successful, and it's going to find something within you, some talent that you have within you to share with the world, something that millions of people have been looking for, hundreds of thousands of people have been looking for, and you're going to be now connected with that knowledge. Maybe it's something that you didn't even know that you had, a talent that you didn't even know you had, but now it's come out because you've impressed the subconscious mind, and now you're going to be used as a tool to give that service, that content, to grow that business, to get that money, anything that you're trying to create, or it can be relationships, it can be anything. This one exercise will create a brand new life for you. And then once you do this, you can be specific if you want to. You can create specific relationships. You can create a new physique, which I also did that. So it's time to get to work. Start impressing the subconscious mind. Start tonight. All right, guys, I love you guys very much. And don't forget to give me one thing you guys are grateful for.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.